Greetings, colleagues. I have developed a module for integrating OpenAI and WordPress. Often this solution is referred to as a connector for ChatGPT and WordPress. Similar modules are available in the market, but my task was to enable the automatic translation of small articles into more than 10 languages. The aim was also to have the article translated as quickly as possible. Knowing that frequent requests to the OpenAI API can hit OpenAI's limits related to the number of simultaneous requests, I decided to implement the ability to use different API keys for each language. This allows the plugin to make parallel requests that are independent of each other. The plugin has the ability to add languages for translation and API keys for each of them. I had already added several languages, so let's add another one for example. After completing the settings, we can test the plugin's operation. We don't shy away from challenges, so let's start by adding a relatively large article with images. Let's take the first article we come across on TechCrunch as an example. We copy the article, copy the title, and click Publish. Since the article is large in this example, the update took about 3 minutes. In developing this module, the initial task was to have the translated articles copied into the standard WP_post meta MySQL database table with the standard link to the post_ID identifier. I am open to discussions about where the translation should be copied in your case, but more on this later. Once the translation is finished, using any plugin that can view the post meta table, we can see the translated title and the post itself in all selected languages. This can also be easily verified by directly accessing the database. It is important to remember that each request to the OpenAI API is limited by the number of characters in the request and the response. Therefore, the article is divided into parts before being sent, so as to hit this limit. In other words, several sequential requests are made for each language to get the result. Also, part of my task was to preserve the HTML markup. In order not to increase the number of tokens, one could clean up the code and add the markup and images back, or one could ask OpenAI to leave everything as it is. Therefore, before sending the request, the HTML code is not removed but simply cleared of what is commented out. And in each request, the prompt "leave all HTML tags where they are" is automatically added. This way, the text is translated while preserving the HTML markup. When using the plugin, it's worth remembering that a large number of languages for translation can burden your server, so when processing large articles, the plugin may slow down a bit. Therefore, in each specific case, it's necessary to see how well the server can successfully handle the desired result. Now I've shown off my plugin. So why am I saying all this? In its current form, the module is quite specific and won't suit everyone, but I had an idea to improve it and offer it on a subscription basis. Do you think you would be interested in such a plugin, say for $9 a month? If yes, what features would you like to see in it? Among the settings that could be added is the ability to change part of the request responsible for preserving the markup. Also, it could provide the option to select which model should be used for translation, because the plugin currently uses the GPT 3.5 Turbo model, while you might already have API keys with newer models. Perhaps the plugin should be compatible with other plugins, raising the question of which ones exactly. Moreover, this plugin could potentially be adapted not just for translations. What do you think? What is missing in this plugin that would make it interesting for you to use? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. If there is interest and activity, this solution could be given away for free. I'm also open to considering commercial customization of the plugin for your tasks, in which case please write to my email, which is in the description. Finally, let's consider the translation of a small article, as it was initially conceived. We'll take an incomplete article and repeat the publishing operation done earlier. As you can see, within a minute, you can view translations in the database. For some languages, the process takes longer. We can also check a small log of the start and end of the script processing. So, are you interested?